The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Philippine Coast Guard and the Armed Forces of the Philippines have both released statements condemning China's latest harassment of Philippine ships in the West Philippine Sea. The PCG calls on China to restrain its forces and respect the Philippines' sovereign rights in its own exclusive economic zone. They also urge China to take appropriate actions against those involved in the incident. The Coast Guard likewise reminded China to observe its state and maritime obligations under international law and to stop all illegal activities within Philippine maritime zones. The AFP meanwhile slammed China's quote dangerous maneuvers, which resulted in one of the boats being unable to unload its supplies. They also called on Chinese Coast Guards to act responsibly as to not endanger people's lives. The Chinese Coast Guard and several militia ships tailed BRP Cabra and BRP Malabrigo while on a resupply mission to Ayungin Shoal. Supply vessels were seen being water cannoned by the Chinese Coast Guard. Now, according to a U.S.-based security expert, other gray zone tactics were possibly used on Philippine vessels. This is not the first time that China has fired water cannons on Philippine boats. In 2021, Chinese Coast Guard also blocked and fired water blasts on resupply ships, also in Ayungin. Meanwhile, the Public Works Department is looking at dredging as possible solution to flooding in Bulaga and Pampanga. Parts of the North Luzon Expressway remained flooded after days of incessant rains. NLEX officials even reported a 10-kilometer-long traffic buildup yesterday. To address this, the DPWH wants to dredge rivers in Bulacan and Pampanga to increase their water capacity.
One of the main reasons why nagkaroon ng mga ganitong massive inundation and flooding surrounding the areas in Bulacan and Pampanga is because yung mga malalaking rivers nila are actually the riverbeds are too shallow now. For the past many years, there has not been any desilting works or dredging works that have been undertaken to increase the carrying capacity of these rivers.
Meanwhile, one expert raises the need for effective regional planning to ensure that roads can withstand pressure such as those caused by climate change.
Yan ang problema, yung mga infrastructure natin ngayon, but based on old assumptions. Yung impact ng NLEX at lahat ng mga expressways na hundreds of kilometers long, ito tumatawid sa mga region na hindi lang individual LGUs. So regional planning po ang kailangan na dapat matilip natin kung ano yung impact ng climate change.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The legal battle continues between Tape Incorporated and the noontime host TVJ. Tape was able to get its Eat Bulaga trademark renewed for 10 more years, but the camp of the noontime trio said this will have no impact on their petition or to have it cancelled. TVJ legal counsel attorney Buco de la Cruz told 1PH that the case will continue, especially since Tape has yet to respond. For their part, Tape said they have enough time to file their answer. Tape's certificate from the Intellectual Property of the Philippines showed that their trademark registration was renewed last June 14. It will expire on June 14, 2033.
Walang effect yan dun sa pending case. Tuloy pa rin yung cancellation, hindi pa sila sumasagot doon, tuloy pa rin yung copyright infringement.
Now, despite those legal issues, here's some good vibes from the legit Dabarkads family. We have Mama Pao hopping in on the Barbie fever. PAT mainstay Paolo Ballesteros turned in a 60s-style Barbie transformation. Paolo called the persona Barbie since the performance was during the grand finals of EAT's Vortex 5 segment. Barbie drew cheers as she danced and posed on the EAT stage. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.